Well, hi again, I'm Tony Cortese, and the first thing I want to do is find out whether or not you enjoyed the dinner. Thank you to Sodexo again. It was really terrific. And I thought Frank Cesno gave us a great talk, and we are going to find ways to help you connect up with Planet Forward so that we can begin to do the kinds of things that he was talking about and promote the things that you're doing on your campuses in a more substantive and consistent and ongoing way. So I think it's really terrific. It was a great connection. And then Megan, thank you again for, and Mark Sterick, thank you again for helping to arrange GWU as the site for this year's summit. Every year we're going to have the summit at a college or university in the DC area. Next year it will be American University, and we'll have a little announcement about that tomorrow. I now have the privilege of giving out awards that Second Nature has developed for colleges and universities that have really done outstanding things in leadership around the President's climate commitment. And we do this for an important reason. The work that we do, the work of transformation and change, is really difficult. You all know that. If it wasn't difficult, we wouldn't need presidents in the room. We wouldn't need business officers. We wouldn't need provosts. Because it's so difficult, it really is, institutional change is difficult. So I know you all have reason to feel proud about what you're doing. And tonight we want to celebrate a few of the schools that have really done outstanding work. We put out a request for applications for these awards. We got over 30. And tonight we will be honoring 10 colleges and universities. While we have 10 institutions to recognize this evening, we can't say too much about them because we don't want you to stay too long and would like you to go home and get some rest for the important work of the summit tomorrow. So we have 10, and what I'd like to do is call up each of the individual honorees. I'll say a few things about them, and then we'll take a picture, and then after we're done, we'd like to have all the honorees come up for a group picture. In the associate college category, the recipients are Bunker Hill Community College, Montgomery County Community College, and Mount Wachusett Community College. Oh, and let me say a really important thing. First of all, the judges for these awards were members of the board of directors of Second Nature who have no affiliation with a college or a university. So I played no part. None of the staff played a part in the judgment, because we wanted this to be as independent and as fair as possible, and to be perceived as being independent and fair as possible. So we have a few of our board members that were on that committee, Bill Johnson, and anybody else who was on that? George Bandy isn't here, no, unfortunately. Okay, so accepting Bunker Hill's award is Paul Wolf, Director of Sustainability from Bunker Hill Community College. Bunker Hill Community College has launched a sustainability mini-grant program to integrate sustainability within existing or new curriculum, or to promote initiatives that benefit the pursuit of climate neutrality. The BHCC Board of Trustees did a presentation at the most recent Association of American College Trustees, that is the group of trustees of community colleges, at the annual convention called Commitment to the Environment. Start a sustainability program at your college that included a customized climate action planning template tool to assist other colleges in their climate action planning process. So in my own backyard of Boston, I want to thank you not only for what you're doing at Bunker Hill, but the fact that you recognize your contribution to the rest of the community college community, and are helping out and reaching out to do that. Thanks very much. Accepting Montgomery County Community College's award is President Karen Stout. Karen? President Stout chairs Montgomery's Climate Commitment Advisory Council for the city of Montgomery. The council developed a climate action plan that was endorsed by the college's Board of Trustees prior to submission. MCCC has partnered with Community Energy to purchase 100% of their electricity from wind power. This purchase offsets more than 8,500 metric tons of carbon per year and will save the college $17,000 in costs over the next 2 years. Karen, thank you very much. Accepting Mount Wachusett's award is President Dan Esquino. In April of this year, Mount Wachusett Community College activated two 1.65 megawatt wind turbines. The turbines are expected to generate 97% of the college's annual electricity demand, plus return an additional 30% of power back to the grid. It's also utilizing biomass heating, 100 kilowatt photovoltaic array, and solar hot water technology, and anticipates operating it as a zero net energy campus and nearing carbon neutrality very soon. See, it's a good thing we had an independent group. You notice we had a couple from Massachusetts. Not like I'm chauvinistic or anything like that. No. Although I understand recently that what I learned as a kid about Paul Revere and his role. I have to tell you that's very traumatic for me because I grew up in the North End of Boston. If you've ever been to Boston, you know the North End, the cradle of liberty and the Italian-American neighborhood. I grew up there as a kid. And every year on the eve of Patriots' Day, we used to have the reenactment of the lighting of the lanterns of the Old North Church. And as a kid, for 6 years, I actually recited Longfellow's Paul Revere's Ride in public. And I had to come to realization from Sarah Palin recently that I was wrong. That everything I had learned at Boston Latin School and the other places that I had gone to school was apparently incorrect. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Really tough. In the baccalaureate category, the recipients are Colgate University and Green Mountain College. Accepting Colgate's award is Lyle Roloffs, Dean of Faculty and Provost. In 2010, Colgate reduced its greenhouse gas emissions by 17%, mainly through conservation and efficiency projects. These efforts saved the university nearly $300,000 in operating costs. And Colgate's faculty officially approved the goals of a Colgate education recently, including that a Colgate education should enable students to recognize their individual and collective responsibilities for the stewardship of the Earth's resources and the natural environment, and graduate as engaged citizens striving for a just society. And I just want to say, Lyle, thank you very much, and congratulations. Colgate has had a long record of doing work in the environmental area, and this is just a culmination of the work you guys have been doing for the last 20 years. Accepting Green Mountain College's award is President Paul Fontaine. This year, Green Mountain College achieved climate neutrality. How about that, folks? A complete campus effort, including students working on carbon reduction strategies across the college's operations. And by the way, it was the students who helped figure out when they were going to replace their oil-fired power plant on campus, that those students were the ones that figured out that they could go to biomass and that they could actually make this a carbon positive experience for the whole campus. Including students working on carbon reduction strategies across the college's operations and faculty integrating carbon inventories and climate action planning into the curriculum. The construction of a biomass plant, multi-year investment in energy efficiency projects, and an innovative partnership with the local utility have enabled the college to become climate neutral, and this is really an outstanding piece of work. And there needs to be truth here. I am a trustee of Green Mountain College, which is why I was not allowed to participate in any of the decisions. And I want to say that this all happened before I became a trustee. That's pretty good. You know, you become a trustee and you can take credit for all the things that happened before you had nothing to do with it. You like this, right? This is good. In the master's category, the recipients are Delaware State University and Frostburg State University. Accepting Delaware State's award is President Harvey Williams. Under President Williams' leadership, DSU has formed a Green Curriculum Subcommittee composed of the associate provost, faculty, and students, and is working to create an interdisciplinary sustainability minor. DSU also works with UNCF to share best practices and mentors other small universities and HBCUs on structuring and implementing sustainability programs on their campuses. And I would add that, that DSU has been really outstanding in helping us at Second Nature and the President's Climate Commitment in working on, across the board, strategies to help all colleges and universities. So really outstanding. So Harry, thank you very much. Accepting Frostburg State's award is President Jonathan Gibraltar. Jonathan has served on the Maryland Commission on Climate Change, Greenhouse Gas, and Carbon Mitigation Working Group and on Second Nature's National Transportation Policy Task Force, and currently sits on the ACUPCC Steering Committee. FSU, as it's called, that's not Florida State University, by the way, it's Frostburg State University. That's your branch. Yeah, Florida State's their branch campus. Yeah. You're going to play them next year in football, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. FSU FSU has a faculty-led sustainability studies committee that oversees its interdisciplinary sustainability studies minor and is believed to have the only known magazine on sustainability that is 100% written and edited by college students. FSU is currently building a sustainable energy research facility, or SURF as they call it, with grants from the Department of Energy. SURF will be a green, self-sufficient, off-the-grid building. And I want to say that Jonathan has been an outstanding proponent of the PCC right from the beginning and a wonderful member of the steering committee. In the doctorate granting category, the recipients are the University of California, Irvine, the University of Maryland, College Park, and the University of Maine. Accepting the award for UC Irvine is Wendell Brazzi, Chief Chancellor of Administrative and Business Services. Vice Chancellor. What did I say, Chancellor? You said Chief Chancellor. Oh. University of California is committed to reducing greenhouse gas emissions to 2000 levels by 2014, 1990 levels by 2020, and net zero emissions as soon as possible. It has developed its own strategy to achieve these greenhouse gas reductions and is on track to meet 2014 and 2020 goals. Since 2007, the campus has reduced CO2 equivalent emissions by 34,000 metric tons by employing a strategic energy partnership program, on-site renewable energy, transportation demand management, and a green building program. UC Irvine's Natural Fuel Cell Research Center operates the most heavily used, publicly accessible hydrogen station in the world as part of a broader research activity exploring the potential for a hydrogen economy. It also developed technology resulting in the demonstration of a tri-generation energy system that will produce electricity, heat, and renewable hydrogen on demand using a stationary fuel cell fueled by biogas. Very impressive. And I want to add that Wendell actually doesn't work for the University of California, Riverside all the time. Irvine. Can I say? Irvine. He actually works for Second Nature. He is on every advisory committee that we have. He's on the advisory panel of the Sustainability Advisory Panel of NACUBO, and has been a major promoter of ways to help colleges and universities across the country in sustainability financing. And when someone says that Tony is calling from Second Nature, he says, which one, Tony Nelson or Tony Cortese? Because that's how often we call him to help us. He's been a terrific friend and doing a fabulous job. And he also has a larger role with the entire University of California system in helping to develop the climate action strategies for all 10 campuses, all of which are signatories to the President's Climate Commitment. So Wendell, thanks very much. I got to tell Tim White what I did. Accepting the award for the University of Maine, excuse me, is Elaine Clark, Executive Director of Facilities, Real Estate and Planning, Susan Hunter, Provost, and Janet Waldron, VP for Finance and Administration. That's right, we got a team. University of Maine Senior Administration is currently working to harmonize their climate action plan with their campus master plan to create an overarching sustainability plan to guide university decision-making and development. UMaine offers a sustainability MBA and a master's degree and undergraduate minor in renewable energy and environment. During 2009-2010, UMaine received nearly $50 million in external funding to support sustainability-related research. This has funded Maine's Sustainability Solutions Initiative, UMaine's Climate Change Institute, UMaine's Offshore Wind Laboratory, and the Forest Bioproducts Research Initiative. And I might add that all of the campuses of the University of Maine are signatories to the President's Climate Commitment. 75% of the students that are going to college in Maine are going to an institution that is a signatory to the President's Climate Commitment. That is the largest percentage of any state in the United States. So thank you very much. And the final award is for the University of Maryland College Park. Frank Brewer, Vice President for Administrative Affairs. Hi, Frank. Hi. In 2007, former university president Dan Moat convened a 55-member climate action planning work group. 55 members. Boy, herding cats, eh? When the CAP was completed, the Climate Action Plan was completed, the University Senate and President created a permanent University Sustainability Council to oversee implementation of the plan and to advise the President on sustainability issues. During summer orientation, new students are told about the university's commitment to sustainability, and within their first year, they are likely to be taught by student sustainability advisors. So far, 67 first-year seminar classes, over 1,000 students, have received a lesson on sustainability and climate change. UMD College Park runs the Chesapeake Project, a faculty development workshop for professors to learn about sustainability and integrating it into their existing courses. Over the past 2 years, 50 professors have participated in the workshop and integrated sustainability into 56 courses in 27 different disciplines. And I also want to add that every year for the last 5 years, the University of Maryland College Park has sponsored the Smart and Sustainable Campus Conference, which has been one of the best campus conferences around sustainability. And everyone that has gone to them find that they're really interesting and intriguing and very important. And so we really appreciate that kind of leadership is very helpful. And one final thing I would say is that I was at a meeting with a group of college and university presidents, and I was asked to come and address them about the president's climate commitment. And after I said a few words, and it was very few words, Dan Moat chimed in and said it was one of the best things that I ever did as president of the University of Maryland. He said, in all the years that I have been an administrator in a university, I've never seen anything that's brought together so many different parts of the campus in a positive and a constructive way to work towards a common purpose as the president's climate commitment and the whole sustainability agenda. And I thought that was amazing because I had never met him before. And he just offered that because that was what he felt was happening on the campus. So Frank, thank you very much.